Hello, thanks for joining. Today I'm going to do an overview of Ivanti Asset Manager, actually an introduction to Ivanti Asset Manager. My plan is to do multiple videos that together will form an overview of the application. What we see here is the dashboard for the system, and there are multiple dashboards in the system, and there are also multiple roles defined in the system. So right now I'm logged in as asset administrator. There's a great number of roles that are defined in the system, and you can assign those to people, and people can have more than one role. But whichever role you select when you log in determines what dashboard that you get. And so right now I'm looking at the Asset Manager dashboard. There are multiple dashboards in the system. Some you can be kind of listed as your favorites. And if we went and looked at all of the dashboards that come with the system, there's over 2 dozen dashboards that come with the system. And so, like I said, each of those dashboards is assigned to a role, and those dashboards are focused on areas of interest for each role. So I'm logged in as the asset manager. This is asset management type of information. So over here we can see an example of one of the dashboards. The dashboard is made up of multiple panels. So in this case, there's 5 panels in the dashboard, uh, four across the top, and then one wider one across the bottom. These dashboards are live data, so they'll be updated as assets are moved into and out of the system. You'll get updated information in these panels in these dashboards. They're also active in the sense that you can manipulate what's on here. So, for instance, right now we can see that the vast majority of the systems represented in this panel are laptops and desktops. So I can turn off some of those. Let's say if I turn off the laptops and desktops, that allows me to see the other types of systems, the other types of assets that are in this system that are represented in the asset database. And so you can use that to kind of drill in and get a better feel for the systems that are in your environment. It's also active in the sense that we can drill into the system. So here we can see 11 servers, and if we click on that, it's going to take us into a workspace for those servers. Now, later I'll do a video on these workspaces. There's a lot of information here. There's a lot of capability, but just for now, um, understand that you can drill into these dashboards. Here I've got a table of the 11 servers that were listed, and then I can drill in a little bit deeper and see more information about the assets. So again, I'll go into more detail on that in a later video. This is just kind of an introduction to the system. Across the top here, you can see multiple dashboards that I have associated with myself. So for instance, I was an asset manager. There's also a dashboard for asset exceptions. So these would be uh, assets that have some issue with them that probably needs to be either looked at or you need to be aware of. So for instance, there's assets in the system that don't have corresponding purchase records. So why is that? So it could be that they got discovered, but somebody isn't following the appropriate process for procurement. Um, there's also up here is a list of location exceptions. So that means that these are assets that have been discovered in a location where they were not assigned. And so again, so why is that? That might be something that you want to look into. And so that's the dashboard overview. Thank you very much for joining, and I hope you'll join one of my subsequent videos. Thanks.